All right, let's show me some bikes. Let's do some bikes. And you're going to sell all these motorcycles you're showing us?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Well, I won't be riding them anymore, and this cancer thing is no joke.
Well,
so there's no point in my keeping them, and nobody in my family wants them.
Well, I'm sure there's somebody out there that wants them. Whether they're going to pay for them or not is another thing.
We've had people here from Japan.
What, looking at the bikes?
Mm.
And they didn't come across, or what? Or you just wasn't ready?
I don't know. Kim handles that, and I don't know.
So if you're watching this video, this is quite something else to be able to see these motorcycles and the race car. Just something else, you know what I mean?
Well, they're different.
They are. Like, where else do you get to see them, Chris? I've only got one place, and that's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you lived
Well, it's like
here?
your place.
Yeah?
You ain't gonna see what you got either. 25 years.
Who mows the grass?
I used to. Now, Kim.
Beautiful.
Well, we don't need to open both of them.
Wow. Can I just go in?
Sure. That's what it's for.
I'll take all of them.
Well, you can have them. You go talk to the boss.
Wow. Come in and take a look.
That was her 500. She rode that thing all over Europe.
I'm just going to get in here a little further, take a look.
This is the first one I ever had.
So what's the first one? HRD, the red one.
That's a Series A, 1935.
I know which one I like already. I think I do. I'll have to take a little better look. So this is a 19 what?
35.
1935A. That's before the war.
Oh, yeah.
Before the war.
Yeah. 35, 36, 37, 38. Yeah. Then they went out of production during World War II.
This one is a...
That's a Comet, what they call a Comet, a 500 single. If you look at the engine, it's just half of a twin engine.
Is it A, B, or?
That one is a C.
C.
C Comet.
C for Chad. I have to say, like, just by a quick look, I think this, just a quick look, this is my favorite. Just for a quick look, I think. What is this one?
That's a Rudge. 1929 Rudge. We raced it for a number of years in the vintage racing.
Right.
And of course, this is all vintage racing.
This one is a...
That's a Black Shadow, and that's a C Shadow.
Bounce sheets are for the mice?
C is for the series.
Okay, yeah.
Series C, 49.
This one is
Black Shadow. That one is a B Rapide.
That's a big sucker.
Series B. Same engine. Engines are only 500, and they were only 500 and 1,000.
Of those bikes?
The 500s were just half of the 1,000 engine.
So it was a single cylinder?
Yeah.
And this is a twin cylinder, which makes it 1,000?
Yeah, right.
This one here?
That's a B as well.
Yeah.
That's a...
this thing here now.
That's a Touring B.
This one, the Black Prince?
No. The Black Prince is a Series D, which is the last of the ones they made. Those two on the end, one of them is a Series D Black Prince, and the other one is a Series D Black Shadow. The Prince and the Shadow are the same. They just dressed up the Prince with different fairings and one thing and another.
I can see the exhaust is the same and all that stuff coming up the whole bit.
they're as rare as they get, I guess.
Which one? The last one?
The last one, right? And
the last two.
Well, yeah, the
they're
last
saying,
two.
yeah.
The D's are the last of the run.
And the red one?
Yeah, that would be rare as well. They didn't make as many of them. They made more Series C than anything. This is Series C. And that's the first one I ever got. I got that in the 50s.
This is the first Vincent you ever acquired?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I got that sidecar some years later and put on it. And the one in back of you is a Series C sidecar racer. And Kim and I raced that thing for, oh, I don't know, 5, 6 years, I guess.
Who laid down there?
The passenger.
And who was that most times?
All the time was Kim. I only had one other passenger.
Oh, wow. She's a daredevil.
She's nuts.
Gets along with you just great.
Oh, yeah.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Vincent motorcycles. Blow your mind. And if you're interested in knowing a Vincent motorcycle, a piece of history, you couldn't come to a better place than
Well, I've got files on every one of them.
And there you go.
Every bit of it. I mean, if I put a shutoff valve on one,
You documented it?
I put it in the file.
Well done. I never done any of that.
So
I don't know what
anybody that wants it, well, they're gonna pay good money for this stuff. They want to know what they're buying.
Yeah.
I certainly would.
So there you go. You're not going to get these for $5,000.
No, but back in the day, you could buy this. I bought this bike for $400 US. But that was a long time ago,
right.
And nobody really gave a damn about them one way or another. They weren't.
Nothing special at the
No,
time.
it's like a 46 Ford. Nobody cared much about it.
Right.
But now, they're pretty much...
well, it's history. There's so much history here that...
Pretty much original.
Man, like something like, to be honest with you, something like this, I would buy it and put it in my house.
Well, people do.
Yeah, so it's beautiful.
My 500 racer, which is that bike, but in racing form, is in a guy's living room in Florida.
And it's still yours?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Well, he and I raced together for a lot of years.
Right.
And he wanted to, he's a little younger than I am, and he wanted to race, and I said, here, you just take it and go with it.
Did you have a fire with one?
No, that's the heat from the...
Are you serious?
That's what the heat did to it. I guess, I don't know. I never seen that before.
You ruined it. So
well, the sun coming through there.
Like to me, if you had a restaurant or a big beautiful home, put one of these.
I know where there's a restaurant in Florida that has one hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. Well, that's basically what I mean. Let's face it. You could take it down once a year and do your vintage racing with it or your vintage riding with it. But to me,
there was a whole crew here about 6, 7 weeks ago, maybe. They're all a little younger than I am, and they're well, to give you an example, one of the guys in this group of Vincent people wanted a Series A twin. He wanted one of those, but 2-cylinder.
Right.
And they only made 33 of them or something. But he wanted one, so he made it.
That's what happens when you want something.
And he made it, just build it.
If you want something.
The expertise in doing something like that is few and far between, because he used all original parts, but he made the cases, he made the frame, he made the whole damn thing, really.
Yeah.
And the rudge was a bike that Kim raced for,
This one?
yeah, a number of years. That's a 29.
I like that.
And that bugger's fast. It'll get down the road, that thing will. We raced it at Shuby.
Okay.
Yeah. Shuby's a good track for it. It's not too long.
We have a new friend that we kind of just met. We've actually bought a couple things off him, Mike, and he's into bikes.
Oh, I know Mike. I know who you mean.
Nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, real nice guy.
Works for
Steel?
Steel, right.
Yeah.
What have you bought from him?
We haven't bought it. I'm just still, I'm thinking like I would like to have it. Like, I mean, let's face it, he's got what is it? A cotton.
32 cotton.
Oh, yeah. He got that in...
Chris knows the deal, right?
Yeah, he got that. I remember when he got it.
Yeah.
It's in the same era as that.
Yeah, I really like it.
But not in that condition.
Well, it appealed to me when I went down and looked at the museum.
Sure.
It appealed to me. I liked
It needs some work. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just like when I bought that, it needed some
tinkering.
TLC to make it the way I wanted it.
Right.
And he's got I don't know. His cellar was just full of bikes.
He's got some beautiful bikes.
Oh my God! I mean the
BSA.
Well, he also has a rail racing car, you know, and he has
same guy.
A little short, stubby-looking little British Anglia, drags big fat tires on it.
Never seen that one. I don't think.
And that guy builds models.
Planes.
That are outrageous.
Yeah,
they are just beautiful. They're perfect.
Yeah.
He builds models of Grand Prix racing boats and things of that nature.
Exactly.
And he really, I've done like, well, I guess ever since I lived here.
Okay. Well, you met the right people.
He's a nice guy. He got involved with the steel people, and I think they pay him a hell of a lot of money.
Well, they probably help him out.
You don't want to put that in your... but he goes around and sets up dealerships, and this guy Steele is buying up all the dealerships he can get. I mean, you don't go buying up 8 and 10 dealerships if you don't have, you know...
The good stuff?
A fair amount. That's
very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Mike's got a really nice square 4. Well, most of the British bikes that he has are quite nice.
Okay.
I mean, they're right. There's a guy named Bruce Goldsmith, and Bruce does his work. Does Mike's work.
Okay.
And Bruce built me a model of a Black Shadow. It's about that long. Absolutely perfect. Every little nut, bolt, spoke, everything. He built the whole damn thing. They made a few kits. An outfit in England made a few of these kits. And when they came out, I knew I wasn't really a modeler capable of doing what this thing required, really. But Bruce Goldsmith built this model for me, and I can show it to you if you're interested, but he also does Mike's work.
Yeah.
And he, I think, did the square 4. Are you familiar with that, square 4?
I can't say.
It's aerial.
I've probably seen it down there. Like, we actually went there and did a video, and we got to see some of his stuff, and then we went to the museum, and then we got to see the rest of the stuff. But
he had moved there, has he? I haven't seen it.
He's got most of the bikes in the museum at Steel Wheel. He owns most of them, and the bicycles and the motorcycles. But he's got some at his home too. So it's kind of, and I don't know motorcycles that well. I'm just looking at them, and I just like them for the aesthetics of them.
Well,
you know,
that's when I started out.
Look at you. You got your chair over here. You must come out and visit them once in a while.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I have it out here because I have COPD and can't breathe half the time.
Yeah.
I don't work on them like I used to. I've done every one of these. I've had every one of these down.
Okay.
To bits, but
What would the start?
like
What would the starting price be on a Vincent?
well, depends on what model, which one.
Okay.
A Black Shadow, you're gonna pay.
What if I come in and I wanted to buy this one?
That's not a Vincent. That's a Rudge.
Okay. Well.
And the Rudge would cost you, probably 15,000, 18,000. The Rudge
I'm looking at Jolene.
is. I have to ask Kim. I'm sorry she's not here.
No worries.
I hate to give out erroneous information.
We're just asking for.
I mean, she'll tell you,
Yeah.
but I can't remember. I can't remember anything.
So that right there, like.
Huh? Oh, you can push that thing outside, put some gas in it, and go with it. You could ride it home if you wanted to. That old bugger will really go.
So the Rudge is not a Vincent. This is a Rudge.
That's a Rudge.
And what?
And it's rare
Where's
than the Vincent.
Where's the Rudge from?
England.
England. It's rarer than a Vincent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's 1929, that thing.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of.
There were no
Rudges.
Rudges, to my knowledge, there were no Rudges built after World War II.
Okay.
And
we're gonna have to do some investigating, see what this stuff is all about.
Well, Rudge.
Well, is this a Rudge or Vincent?
No, it's an HRD stands for Howard R. Davies. Howard Ralph Davies started the motorcycle business in his garage.
Okay.
And originally they were called HRD. There's AJS and there's any number of bikes that were named after their
owners. Would that be more rare than the rest of these?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. That's a $50,000 bike.
There you go.
They're just none of them, and none of them in original condition like that.
And you know what? I like them in the condition that you have. Like they're not something that you're going to come out and you're going to be scared to touch it or anything, or maybe even sit on it. It like.
Oh, you can run it up and down the road, or you can run it back and forth to your place on a daily basis if you didn't abuse it. There's a big difference between abuse and use.
Yeah, things don't last long when you abuse. Generally.
They'll last pretty well. These things are tough as hell. That B Rapide, that's closest this way. In other words, the big speedometer is a Shadow. Yeah, and the one next to it is a B Rapide, and that's a Tourer. And as I don't know whether I mentioned this or not, but I put 11,000 miles on that thing in Europe in one summer.
Which bike is considered at the air the fastest one in the world? Like, you have one that's considered the fastest?
The Black Shadow.
The Black Shadow. I keep looking.
Yeah, I've got the ads in the house. I can show them to you. It was advertised as out of the box 120 miles an hour in 1948.
Wow.
I mean, a Duesenberg wouldn't do that.
That's what I mean. Like, wow. That's fast for way back then.
Oh, it was damn fast.
Well, still, it's fast nowadays, but I mean, to have it 19, yeah, that's crazy.
But the other one, the one next to it, I mean, I ran it every day. I ran, well, one summer, I put 11,000 miles on it. Not kilometers, miles.
That's double.
In Europe. I think it's been from the Arctic Circle all the way to North Africa.
Wow. Even Jolene said, wow. I even wowed her.
Well, Of course, I was a hell of a lot younger then, and I just go.
So we have a 51 4-door Mercury. That's like a soft green, no rust. I would, an excellent driver. You didn't drive it anywhere.
You can take it if you want. Right
He has
now.
a 1948 standard coupe.
Yeah.
With a rebuilt flathead in it that's got no rust, that runs, take you anywhere.
It's all original Canadian car.
Then he has a 49 Packard, a straight 12, or straight 8, sorry.
Straight 8.
A straight 8 with the exact same thing. Run and drive it at any point in time you wanted to.
I think it's 76,000 on it.
We have a factory race car from the 30s with an Arden flathead in it, which I think any hot rodder in the world would want if they could, muster up the coin.
They want the engine.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, to me,
They're after the engine, and I won't sell it.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, I wouldn't tear it apart. It is what it is. It's a piece of history. And
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You hit it right on the head. It is what it is.
Yeah. And then we have a collection of Vincent motorcycles that I don't think you probably find a duplicate maybe in the world.
Oh, yeah, there are people that have.
What you got here?
Oh, God, there are people in England, Frenchmen, have all kind of this kind of
Okay,
stuff.
I'll say in the North America world. How's that?
Probably.
Yeah. And if you want a piece of this history, Chris and his wife would be who you're going to talk to. And you could deal with them. I'm hoping that you would not call them and bug them. If you're interested, you must do a little research and find out what this stuff is worth before you, to be honest with you, a little research
she'll tell you what she wants, what we have agreed on.
Yeah.
She'll tell you, and we can go in now and she'll tell you.
I think that's up to you, what it is. It doesn't matter. I don't think everybody needs to know what the prices are. That can be your business.
Well,
when
if somebody calls up here and say, how much do you want for your Series A? And they have.
Yeah.
I've been offered $50,000 for it.
Yeah.
And it's not for, and it's not for, this is, what I'm trying to do is find a museum or wealthy collector like, what's the name we just mentioned?
Steel? Steel?
Yeah. That wants them all.
Okay.
Excluding the Rudge. They may not want the Rudge.
We might want it.
But this thing, for instance, is the right year, right era for this bike. This is a 51.
There's no messing around.
It's 51. No, they're...
Look at this. Like, it's just the way this is built and the hinges on it, and it's quite something. You know what I mean? It's well built.
It's got a top nose on it.
I say it's the mother-in-law, isn't it? Got the window on it. Can't get her hair messed up and all that stuff. Huh?
Well, I've used it quite a bit in Europe. Went on the Beaujolais run with it once, and that's how fast you can get down into France, get 2 cases of Beaujolais wine, and get back to the pub.
Beaujolais wine? You like red wine? Or is it white?
I can't drink anything anymore. Kim makes it.
Okay.
I can't. She makes it by... You like red?
I do.
I'll get you some. She's got a cellar full.
Can we get a piece of paper and write your name down on it and your number, and then people that watch, if they want to contact you, they'll have your name and number?
Well, of course, we're going to house. I didn't expect you to come here and not get what you want.
Well, we'll just get your name and number so everybody else knows, We'll get it put out there. And if you're watching, if you know somebody else that's interested, pass the word on. Like, it's kind of somebody's chance to own a piece of history. That's all I got to say.
A lot of people in this area call me the motorcycle man because they just know I've got a lot of bikes. See, I had a couple of Indians.
You sold those, did you not?
I sold those, and that's what I bought the cars from.
Okay. You had an Indian here with all factory paint on it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The white one there, it was gorgeous.
Yeah,
what year was that one?
It was a 47.
It was absolutely gorgeous.
The guy's riding it. I mean,
okay.
Well,
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, right. He's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Well, that's what it's all
about,
isn't it?
I didn't like the damn thing.
You say you didn't like it?
No. No.
I don't know how many people don't like Indians, but...
It was a pig.
A pig?
Oh, God. It's hard to drive, hard to ride. Heavy.
Are you still burning a little bit of wood?
Oh no, not now, but
Like not right now, but in the wintertime you still burn a little bit of wood?
I heat, the whole house heats with that.
Okay.
That's all we got.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Damn sure is.
Yeah. I'm getting tired of it, to be honest with you.
You're too young to be tired of it.
What, lugging wood? I hate lugging wood.
Yeah, me too. That's why this is still sitting out here. I've got that half full. That's good enough for now. That's about all I need for...
We'll just wait out here if you want to give us a number.
You're welcome to come in if you want.
We're fine. We're fine.
I'll get you one of Kim's cards.
Yeah, I just want your information, that's all.
All the information.
Look, I can sew myself up a canoe. Huh? Remember when I was younger messing with that stuff? Trying to sew together a canoe in a bark, you know, all that stuff? You ever try that? You know, just make a small one or whatever.
You don't know where Kim is, do you?
Something
Kim?
like this, you know?
But noisy.
We have a dog just like it. Harmless but noisy. Okay. Yeah.
Where's the boss?
He's wired.
This is nice.
Here.
Isn't it? It's cool. Now I know why you like the planes.
Yeah. This is 1952.
Wasn't born yet.
And there is an Offenhauser in one of those cars. That's an Offenhauser.
Yeah.
But this shows all of this. There it is.
I just got one thing last to ask you.
Huh?
What's your piece of advice on life for me? Give me a piece of advice.
Do what?
Give me a piece of advice on life.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Give me something.
Give me a break.
Come on. Give me something.
Give me a break. If I knew anything, I wouldn't be sitting here.
That's not true.
This is the amount of information I've got on it.
On the race car.
On the race car. Let's see.
He's not going to give me any advice. Yeah, it's cool.
Advice, my God. I just got to mark it for anybody that wanted to see it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Originally, it was a Riley Ford engine in it. Riley made a 4-cylinder race engine, like Offenhauser, but it was made by Riley. Here's
his Vincent he was talking about. That's cool.
That was when I was at home trying to get it going back in
Is that you?
Well, no. Back in Maryland. I took the picture, but that's when I first got it. But in here, these are various different years, of course. See where it says Riley on it?
Yep.
That's Riley engine. And Riley was a popular race engine back in the 30s. These are original photographs of the drivers, and written on the back is what?
Some of that stuff that you have there is probably you know, actually make the car worth its money. The history of it, you know.
There it is again with the Arden in it.
That is the car right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All of these are that car. There's none of these that aren't that car. See, this is Offenhauser. When that's earlier than the Ardent engine.
They had many different configurations of it, didn't they? Huh? They were working on her all the time.
Oh yeah,
Trying to make her faster, no doubt.
they were.
They had a fuel injection.
Well, in those days, you built your own. You know, God knows you know something about that.
Yeah, do it your way. That's the way it makes it.
There's that car. That picture would have been taken in the 30s. O'Reilly. And on the back of these is
that body made out of steel or aluminum or
aluminum.
aluminum.
If I remember right, I came to you. There she is. I don't know whether that's one of them is upside down. I don't know.
Flip her up
which.
to get an oil change.
Yeah, right. Got an oil change, all right. Anyhow, this stuff is all authentic history
That's here with you.
of the car.
Let me hear your bike.
Yeah. This is somewhere Orange Grove, New Jersey. I used to go up there and watch him run.
What we're gonna do is we're probably, when we throw this video on, we'll call you, let you know when it's coming on, and then.
Do you want your phone number listed, or would email be better?
What's on the back of that?
Like, there's email and the phone number, but which?
No,
How would you rather be contacted?
Here, let me give. It doesn't matter. Let me give you a phone number.
She got it written on
Yeah,
there.
it's on there.
Oh, good, because that's just changed, and so you dial the old number, and it says it's been disconnected.
Is this email all the same? What you should? If they
That's
email
her.
you?
That's
Okay.
him. I never look at the damned email.
Oh well.
But you see here.
Did you
It's-
read
it's-
or email? Well, I always get the email. I'm hooked up to the satellite on
Yes.
the phone. It only rings 4 times, and I can't change it. So if I'm upstairs, I never make it. Email's much better.
Yeah, and you don't have to talk to them either, right? You can, if someone's being stupid, you don't have to talk to them. You know what I mean? Like
That's another good
that's
thing.
another.
There's
good
your
thing.
Ardent engine, and I've got this separate as well. Well, it's in this box, but that shows the Ardent engine back in the day when they were first building them.
If I had the money, I'd buy it all. Just letting you know.
How can we get him a bunch of money?
Well, no, it's you that needs the money, not me. We have to get you the money.
Well, if I got it for you, then you could give it a little bit, drool it out a little bit at a time to me.
There you go. Something
And
like
you
that.
keep my attention. You damn sure would.
Yeah, I do. I like anything on wheels.
You ought to see
I like
that.
the history more than
He's got a
anything.
building over there big as his whole property. And if he wants this, that, or the other, he's building a Bugatti Atlantique.
Oh, wow.
And it's something, it's
Nice.
close to right.
I'm making Jolene wait for it. But we play with cars. We build cars. We do it every day. We did TV for a couple of
See,
years.
here's your,
And then we went to do YouTube. So now we
Starting.
do YouTube every day. And it's going well. And all we do is build cars. Every day.
Nice.
Every day.
Lovely.
you ought to see the places.
And yeah. But I like the history of things, My stuff, I'm building it. To have stuff like this requires...
Well, I'm 88, just like the Oldsmobile.
Just like the Oldsmobile.
Damn right. I had 88 Olds. That was some car, boy.
Well, they always used to say that was the hot rod of the beginning of the hot rod.
That was it, boy. I had one of those things. And that thing was a Ford eater, mister. She would eat them up alive. Lincolns, Ford, anything. She didn't do too much with XK 120. But the XK better damn sight get down the road, because if they were running side by side, I'd get him off the line.
Okay.
With that hydromatic. But see, all of this stuff here is of value to somebody
That owns the car.
that wants the car, right? And of course, anybody that's when I was working on it down in Maryland.
That now, would you? See him when he's younger, he had a white beard.
Anyhow,
Cool.
it's been to the Nürburgring in Germany. It's spent about 13 years in Holland.
The car?
Yeah, since I've had it. Anyway, there's pages and pages and pages of history.
Cool.
And that in itself, see these files?
Yes.
All those files are everything that's been done to it. So there's no, if you've got a buyer, let's say, or if I get a buyer, I don't, there's no room for bullshit. I just give them, I say, here, take this and go in the other room and, you know, go cross-eyed looking at it. But there it is.
Alrighty.
Anyhow,
We're going to let you enjoy the rest of your evening.
I'm not going anywhere. Oh, yes, I am. I got to go get some gas in the Mercury. We're going to go in the parade for, what is it?
Canada Day.
Canada Day, yeah. They like for me. So the ladies get in the back with their big hats on and their...
And we wave like...
Yeah, and wave like the Queen. Last year I used the Packard. This year I'll use the Mercury.
Good for you.
If you, for any reason, want to see the Packard, it's no big deal. It's just that I don't have room to store it undercover. So undercover. So if you needed to see the Packard or the coupe, what's his name? Got kicked out of school with you. What the hell?
That could be just about a lot of them, couldn't it?
Well, I don't know. What the hell is his name?
Where's Kim when you need her?
Nathan?
No.
Oh, Stephen Rayfuse.
Steve.
He's, okay.
Okay. Steve's got the visor off it.
Okay.
And he's redoing it.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't satisfied with it. And I haven't pushed him on a damn thing, but I want to get it out of there. Have you been to his new place?
No, I have not.
God knows he's got a lot of, he's probably got almost as much room as you do.
Wow.
Now, renting from those pavers. I forget their name right at the moment, but anyway, it's on the back road. I call it the back road to.
I know he moved, but I just didn't know where.
Well, he's on the back road to
Greenwood?
That's it, to Greenwood shopping mall.
Okay.
You know, he's just this side of the shopping mall.
So you're getting a visor painted
On the
for
right.
your 48?
Yeah, well, he's painting the visor. He painted it once. He said he didn't like it, so he's going to do it again. I'm not going to argue with him. Go ahead and do it. He's not charging me anything to do it. He said he just didn't like it. And I said, well, that's
If he didn't like it, you probably wouldn't like it.
Well, I'm not maybe as particular as he is, but I mean, it is an everyday driver. I drive it every day.
But, you know,
but
if
what the
he's
hell?
not happy, he should do it again.
In the event that you get somebody that you feel is worth your time, and you call me and I'll bring this to your place, and arrange a meeting with whomever shows this kind of interest.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that they'll come your way, that you know.
Well, right, if they want to come here, that's fine. But if they come to your place,
I'll just send them your way.
well, you just give me a call and I'll come there.
I'll send them your way.
It ain't like I've got no car to go in, and they're all registered and ready to go.
That means a lot.
And,
So the cars and stuff that he's selling are all registered and ready to rock and roll. You can buy them, drive them, and
you can
be happy with them. You're
like,
still getting a visor painted for the 48, so you know things are still getting done. You know, touching them up, making the best they can.
But I drive it every day. Well, just about
Whenever
every
you
day.
can. Yeah.
I used to drive.
It's a wonder you haven't got it lodged off down inside the bank in here, your driveway. Wow, that's quite a driveway.
Yeah, everybody mentions that. But the ones that gets the most are the big Harley drivers going out. Going downhill on the gravel. Don't use the front brake. I'll be fishing you out of the vault down there.
All right. You got no life advice for me?
Don't use the front brake.
Don't use the front brake on the gravel.
Don't use the front brake on the gravel. That's right. That's as good as any.
That's good.
Hell, I can hardly manage myself, let alone anybody else.
Oh, well. Just trying to pick up a little wisdom.
Yeah, right.
Right?
You should look in the kitchen.
Look in my library.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sure.
I can take a look.
It's really, please.
Oh, cool.
Look around to your right. You'll see on the wall
You'll see the more photos of the cars and the drivers and the bikes.
He's got this television show.
On YouTube, he says. Yeah. It's amazing what YouTube is now.
Apparently. I was on it once.
That's cool. Is that them racing? Okay.
I don't enjoy that kind of thing. I'm not into that. I don't.
That's awesome.
I don't need to be
Just
famous.
history in itself. Huh? You buy one of his bikes, you've got
Or
race
when
history.
I was on that.
Not many times you can buy race history.
On that
Let's face
YouTube thing.
Very few race what they own. This is the Indian that he had.
I went into the dentist's office and the girls all stood up and cheered, "Here's our hero," on the television, on the national television, blah, blah, blah. And
There's his wife there. Look.
I told him, "You better knock that off or you have to get another customer." I'm not for that kind of thing. And this
There's the old
goddamn
Tom
thing
Bonnet.
is just driving me nuts.
I wouldn't expect this when you're looking at the house on the outside. I wouldn't expect the countryside inside.
Have you ever heard?
Bedrooms upstairs and.
Have you ever heard of an Allard?
An Allard? Yes, I have. An Allard, a car.
Did you see that Allard on the wall?
Is it red?
Yeah.
Yes, I pointed it out. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then I had an Aston Martin.
Was that yours?
Huh?
That was yours, the red car?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I sold it when I came here. I had an Aston Martin also, which is on the wall in there. It was a later car that I usually am interested in. It was a 58, I think, is the best I can recall. But I've been fooling with this stuff a long time, and as you may have already understood, I don't want to fool with any junk. And, I'm not going to do what you do, is take something that isn't worth taking home to me and try to deal with it. Because number one, I don't have the expertise, and number two, I don't have the interest. You got to really have the interest to do it.
Sure thing. You got to have the want.
You got to have the want. Well,
Yeah.
as Jolene says, in his spare time, he's doing it. Spare time, I don't know when the hell he gets in his spare time, but he got, how many cars you got in that place?
25, 30.
Yep. And
Maybe, yeah. 25.
every now and again he'll have another one.
We just go for it.
He's a madman. There's no question about that. But I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody I like that isn't a madman. I mean, you know, people in the motorcycle thing, they were all nuts too. John Conklin, Arthur Dolly. I mean, you know, you don't get any more nuts than those guys. But
Naked sidecar racing.
oh, you won't see many naked sidecar racers.
I'm not interested, thanks. Oh, look at that now, would you?
Yeah.
Photo up on top.
Wow.
That's a picture that a guy in Germany made. You know, he made it. Somehow he got the clothing off him by. He's a professional photographer. And well, that's good of you not to be barking all the damn time. That's good.
Well, we're gonna hit the road. Thanks, Chris.
That's a factory.
Thanks for your time.
That's a factory photograph of a black prince.
Of all the...
Of a prince.
That's nice. I seen that up in the corner.
Yeah.
There's just two of them.
That's what, if you went to the factory, they had them rolled up in tubes, and
Give a picture of the
you
bike.
could get a shadow or a prince or whatever they had, you know. They never really had a lot of dealers. They had some dealers in the States, but very few. They couldn't keep up. Hey,
Come here, sweetheart.
We're in your way.
Come on. You're such a...
Alrighty. We're gonna say...
all right,
Have
sir.
this clip.
If you decide you need anything on the Packard, you tell me. I can get it anytime. I just haven't got room to put it anywhere yet, and I'm too lazy to.
I think we'll be fine. I think we got it covered.
You know, I can't imagine that you would. I mean, it's a standard car. It's not a custom or anything.
You wouldn't want to leave with me very long.
Why?
I'd probably cut the roof on it or something.
Well, if I left it with you for very long, you'd have to leave the money with me.
Exactly.
And then I'd cut the roof with that.
Alrighty, we're gonna head out.
Okay.
Have a great rest of your day. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Have a good day, Chris.
Yes, sir.
It's been a pleasure.
I appreciate you coming.
Cool.